Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Subnautica. Today we are going to go to the Degassi habitation, so the proposed site for the third base, I believe. So I did finally figure out, and it's kind of embarrassing. I'll just show you. So I already went back to my base and came back out. So you can see this is the entrance where we went down into the Lost River or the swamp or whatever you want to call it, whatever it actually should be called. I think it's called the Lost River or the Underground River or something like that. So I did actually come down here with the Cyclops and also with the prawn suit in it, and so you can see the prawn suit's a bit further down and away as well. I did some mining. I finally figured out that there is actually the nickel underneath the sulfur or the brine or whatever, so I did some mining and I brought it back up. So I do have a few upgrades. I haven't actually put them in yet, but they're just waiting in the Cyclops storage for me to add those upgrades so that the Cyclops can go deeper than 900 meters, and also so that the prawn suit can also go deeper than 900 meters. So next time we'll probably do a bit of exploring down in that region as well. Take the Cyclops down a bit deeper. If I can figure out a way to get it in. I'm not sure if this is the... Apparently you're able to get them in all of the entrances. I got it down here and I'm not really sure how I get it into, because I think there's a little small pathway this way once you get in there. But anyway, we can try that out. But that'll be for next time. And then I did just leave the prawn suit there. I drove the Seamoth in to get all the resources out of it, and then I took it back out. So it is just going to sit there. I thought no point me taking it all the way back out here and then taking the Cyclops back out. I may as well just leave it, because that's what we're going to do next. All right, on to the embarrassing bit. So we've obviously been here before. This is where we were last episode, and we couldn't figure out, and when I say we, I mean me, how to get to the Degassi habitat, even though it's like right here. So one of the things I didn't do was do a little bit of exploring. So you can see this kind of habitat that we're in, which we've been a couple of times, right? Right, nothing really much here. But if I'd just gone up just over this hill like I just did, I can see this bulb sticking out, which is what I was looking for. Because I remember about the Degassi habitat was in this... I don't remember. I don't know what they call it. I think they call it a reef, or maybe it's the bulb forest or something. But there's a particular name for this biome. But this is what I was looking for. Oh, and I didn't notice this. So I can't believe that it was just over. I think that's a capsule, which we haven't had any of. Oh, what tools did I get? Oh, repair tool, which I already have. Scanner, which I already have. A habitat builder, which I already have. Okay, so not much use. Except that I get fresh batteries in all of them. Alright, so...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
First thing we have to do, if the Degassi habitat is there, it is 500 meters down. So we need to go down. Now, we will also warn people before today's episode. Oh, I didn't realize there was a path in the middle of this biome either. Although, maybe he shouldn't be here, because he does look stuck. So those things anyway, they're meant to walk a path on one of the outer regions, and they just walk across there. I didn't realize they were able to get in the middle of here, but it's still... Oh no, it's moving a little bit. I did also notice another time capsule here. Again, I could also be wrong, but I don't think these are there except for cosmetic reasons. They do drop something, but I don't think there's actually a use for it. Oh my goodness. I don't think I found this one before. I don't remember seeing this. Is this someone's base and they put it in the game? I feel like it might be. Because with mixed feelings, I start the rocket and leave Alice. Sounds like they made the rocket. Always remember not to wander too far. Huh. What did they give me? Oh, Pathfinder tool. Well, that's good because I didn't have one. I've never actually used them. I think I said that in a previous episode. That's pretty cool if that is someone else's base and they've added it to the game. That's very cool. I wonder if there are more. Okay, maybe this guy will get out. Because it looks like this is actually like a path. Because I think the path they tread is pretty barren. There's nothing there. Yeah, maybe they do. You can kind of see it continues here a little bit. But then it... Oh no, just the texture hadn't loaded. Maybe they do tread this path all the way under. Alright, so we're trying to head this way a little bit. But as you can see, we're still not quite deep enough. So I want to go, yep, I want to go deeper. And this is where the really annoying creatures will start appearing. So we know already about the warpers, but the habitat, which I think is not too far away, it's just over here, has actually, I'd say, probably the most annoying monsters or animals or whatever you want to call them in the game. For me personally anyway. And you will see them very shortly. And that's why this episode may be a little bit of a frustrating one, because it's potentially very difficult to do. I think you could just kind of see them at the top. I think there's 2 of them in the region though. Oh yeah, there you go. So this guy up here, this octopus but with like a giant head. I think there's one, oh yeah, there's 2 that kind of like patrol this region. So I'm sure it's possible for someone that's better at the game than me. But from what I remember, it was almost impossible to get in without alerting them. And what they do is they send off shockwaves and they knock your batteries out of your things and they drain your power, so they are annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the Seamoth away so that if it does drain the battery, that I don't actually lose power here, because I don't want to be stranded without anywhere to go. Don't know why he's getting closer. That's real annoying. Alright, let's go even further away then. Alright. Alright, I'm actually going to dive down and see if maybe coming up from below is better. So, I will warn you now that this definitely has the potential for like jump scares this episode. Because if they notice me, they will definitely start to come towards me quickly. I don't actually know how the detection in this game works. Whether it's based on movement or noise. I know that when you're in Cyclops it's based on noise. But like if I stay still, does that help me at all? I'm not really looking out for the other one, and I should be. Because there's not just one of them. I think I can get in here. Okay. So the problem is, if I have this on, they're probably going to notice me and then knock the battery out of my torch. But at least in here, the only thing that'll get me will be their shockwaves. Alright, and they are liable to show up at the windows, so as I said, just be wary. There may be jump scares here now if you're still watching. And if that's not your cup of tea, maybe you just don't want to watch. I'm going to try and explore this just in the dark. I have to be careful of the oxygen too. It's empty, I won't do that. Swim charge fins, that's good.
New blueprint acquired.
Alright, I will read all of these things when we're out, because I know that you can go up as well. Oh, that was possibly... Alright, that was definitely not a good idea. They'd notice me. I know there's an upstairs, but maybe you can only get in there from outside. Alright, I've set them off, which is bad. So I've definitely got detected. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the Seamoth just so... Okay, it's right above me. I can get oxygen back, but I guess I have to go higher to get to the top part. And luckily, it seems like he's above me because the shockwave hasn't hit me once yet. But I'm definitely also... Let's just make sure I've got power in this. Yes, I do, because I'm going to use it to get out of here as quickly as possible. Alright, and I'm not going to enter the Seamoth just until I'm sure they're not following me. And I don't think they are. Okay, still over there. Alright. So... there must be a way to get into the higher levels. Let's just quickly have a look at the databank. The blueprint I got was for a set of fins. I think they charge batteries, so in charge wirelessly charges your held tool. Okay, yep. Not sure that I'll really get that though. Would have been a data download. Okay, you can read that if you want and just pause the video, but basically just says they're sick like I am and like a lot of the fish are getting. Alright, so I'm going to try and go back now because I'm sure that there's more than just that. I'm just wondering where the next entry point would be likely to be. Alright, I'm going to try the same trick though and go down. Thankfully the rebreather is like a lifesaver in this situation. I can't remember if I came back the first time I played with the rebreather because it seems like I have a whole lot more time. Alright, you can hear that. It's the warper. So I've been on this lower floor. So I want to try and... Oh, is that hatch open? It is. Oh, there we go. Just knocked the batteries out. Alright. There we go. Oh, so it doesn't knock it out. Just... Okay, rightio.
New blueprint acquired.
It just disables it for a few seconds. Cyclops shield generator. That's excellent.
New blueprint
That'll be very handy. I can see something else on that table over there. Oh, this is glass. I'm stupid. Okay, there's another log. And then I can see that there's a ladder down. So we're going to go down. If I can get in it. There we go. Another band of PDA. Another log. Oh, an orange tablet. Excellent. This is very important.
New blueprint acquired.
So if you remember, we picked up the purple tablet when we went to the alien facility that shot the sunbeam down. But there are other ones that get into the other facilities, and I forget how many different colors there are, but that's good. Alright. I guess that's it. The only thing I was really hoping for was the parts to the nuclear reactor, but I guess it would be silly for it to be here in a place where they've crash landed and kind of run out of things. I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense thematically for it to be anywhere really, but I was hoping it might be here because I really want to start not relying on thermal power. Alright, so I think I have everything. So which hatch was out? Let's turn it off just before it gets to me. I don't think that's... Oh no, that is the open one. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to move as quickly as I can. I think that's it. Excuse me. There was 3 levels. I went to 3 levels. Alright, well that was relatively painless.
Welcome aboard,
So if
Captain.
you did skip ahead, there wasn't really any jump scares if you're interested in watching. We did get close to them a few times, but they didn't really appear out of nowhere. Well, I didn't realize you can kind of... Oh, this must be another one of the entrances to the swamp or the Lost River as well. I didn't realize you could get in from here. Oh. I don't really want to... Oh, that sounded very close. I wonder if this is a bigger one and a better one for the Cyclops. Just look at this entrance, it seems so much bigger. I'm actually going to stop the episode in just a sec. But... And maybe I should have kept all the prawn suit upgrades on me. If I could get here this easily. Oh, and here's the skeleton too. Oh, and this is one of the alien facilities, I think. Or close to it. Because you can see it's all lit up. I think I can actually scan this too. Oh, speaking of, just to remind me of progressing the story, I did get another message, which you'll probably have noticed. I got a voice log. Did you see this? This one just popped up, which obviously makes no sense, but it's back to the ones where they're coming from something here, I think. Surely I can scan it? Yeah. Alright, if we have a look... Skeleton of a million-year-old armored carnivore. Larger than any living creature encountered. They're very different to support life forms of this size. Yeah, okay. So if they're saying this is larger than any of the ones we've encountered already. I mean, we haven't really got close to any of the Leviathans, thankfully. Oh, I didn't realize there was one of you here. I'm glad I didn't get much closer. Oh, you look like you're coming this way. Okay, let's knock the power out of here. Quickly, please. It's back, let's go. So I might have to look at the VOD to see if it actually drained any of the power or if it just temporarily took power away. They don't seem to want to follow either, unless it's above me, no. But I thought I was around about 62 anyway. So... what I'm going to do is I'll do a bit of exploring, but I think this is one of the regions we need to look at next time. Or in the future, it doesn't have to be next time, sorry. But there are, as we looked from that data entry, there's a few facilities that we need to go to now, one of which will need the different tablet that we picked up, the orange tablet. And then I said, I think there's another one. So there's purple, there's orange, and then there's another color as well. And I should have started my stopwatch, because if this episode hasn't actually been that long, we could possibly do it right now. I just don't want to go in here and there to be nothing and make people wait around. And maybe there is nothing in this one, it was just to show off the skeleton. And that could be true, because it doesn't look like it actually goes anywhere. But it is patrolled by that guy, which makes it a bit weird. Is that an entrance to something? Oh, it is. Oh, it does go somewhere. Alright, so same thing. I'm just gonna... And I apologize if this does make the episode go a bit longer. But we just got here, just by a little bit of happen sense. So, I'm gonna see what tablet that force field needs, because if it needs purple, I didn't bring purple with me, so we'll obviously have to do that another time. But if it's the new orange one that I just got, we can actually go in. I'm just waiting for this guy. You will also notice, and I don't think I noticed it too much the first time I played, but when you get to these really suspenseful places, they actually and this is really good of the game, turn the music off, or the music goes off. So you can actually listen and hear all of the sounds, which definitely immerses you. And if I can't get in this force field and I've just made this noise, and possibly alerted this guy, no I didn't thankfully. Alright, let's see what kind of tablet it needs. Oh, it does need the orange one. Oh, I can go right in now. Oops, that was nickel ore. I should have
Seek fluid intake.
Luckily, I did also come prepared for a bit of a longer trip, and I have some food and water on me.
Vital signs stabilizing.
So I'll have a look at these. I just want to do these quickly. This should be a data download too. Iron cubes.
Data.
Excellent. And I don't know about the rest of you, but this looks like a door to me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But it looks like a door, although there doesn't seem to be any way to open it. Maybe you have to open it from the other side? Well, that looks like nickel as well. Alright, I think I've got everything from here now. Probably just progresses the story or kind of tells us what's been going on. We'll read them just as soon as I get some oxygen, and then we'll probably stop the episode for today. Just making sure there's no more nickel before I leave. Oh, I can actually scan this as well. Let me just put this away. Not that it matters if I lose power to that. I'm just checking he's not below me. Is that diamond or quartz? I think it's quartz. Yeah. Alright, let's just quickly have a look at these entries. Terminal data. Okay, so it basically says all the aliens on here are one gender. They reproduce by egg laying. One parent was required. So that's part of their mutation, their evolution from the environment. Okay. Orange tablet, which we've looked at. What else would have popped up? So we had the 2 voice logs as well. Okay, so this woman, Marguerite, captured a Leviathan, which sounds crazy. Said not dead, still breathing. Doesn't sound like a good idea to me. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to figure out the sickness or the disease to heal them. She's bringing in dead fish or dead aliens. Oh, and then Bart goes outside. The Leviathan that they captured, not asleep or knocked out or whatever anymore, attacks the habitat, which is probably the end of the 3 of them. I swear I scanned more things than that though. Sulfur, when I found sulfur I scanned it. Nickel, uranite, coral. Okay, another message just popped up. Oh, Leviathan fossils. Ancient ancestors of the Leviathans. Well, I guess that's about it. It didn't really tell us too much, whatever that facility is that we just went there. So I guess that's probably a good way to start us off on the alien facilities, because they will only get better and tell us more about the story. But I'm going to leave it there. We did do the Degassi habitat, or the base, and found one of the alien facilities. So I can't remember exactly how many more there are, but there's a few more that we need to go to, including the major one, which is where the end of the story finishes. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that today. Thanks all for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.